The Trump administration has said they are going to freeze child care payments to Minnesota. Last time I was on the live stream, you guys wanted to know what was happening with this quote-unquote fraud in Minnesota. So I looked it up for you guys, got even more information, and now I'm back with an update. Minnesota has been facing some funding deadline after President Trump's administration decided to freeze child care payments. Where does this come from? Well, they heard that there could be some fraud in which there have been child care centers reportedly closed with no actual employees on site and no children actually taking part in their programs, and yet these centers allegedly have been receiving millions of dollars in donations. Minnesota's Department of Children, Youth, and Families told child care providers in an email that was sent out just Friday that information about funding recipients must be sent to the federal government by January 9th. That notification came after the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services said just on Tuesday that it would be freezing all child care payments to Minnesota following those fraud allegations involving some of the child care centers that I told you about. It's kind of unfortunate that potentially a couple of bad apples ruin it for the whole bunch, but that is what we're looking at here. State agency says that it did not receive formal communication from the federal government until late Tuesday night, and so all states must submit additional verification before receiving any more child care funding. And we're continuing to look into this because a lot of people are concerned about what's happening over there and whether that could happen in another state like Georgia. But we do know that there has been a video that's been circulated in which I think it was a YouTuber actually, but a creator has shown trying to get inside one of those daycare facilities and then appearing to show on camera that it seems to be closed. I believe in another instance they're looking at a sign that seemed to have some a misspelling printed on the sign. So they're wondering just how legitimate some of these child care centers are. So that is what we're learning about that. The Trump administration again decided to freeze those child care payments until it can be proven that these locations are legitimate.